done over these years. Now I have the pleasure of introducing a person who's been so incredibly helpful. I'm sorry, I just lost my place on everything. Okay, so incredibly helpful during this and has really moved my heart because, and I have to say, it's so moving to see how many men have come out today. Thank you. Thank you. But this person is a fashion and celebrity makeup artist. He's also the co-founder of Afghan Hands, a not-for-profit educational organization dedicated to helping Afghan widows and disenfranchised women. And I have to say, he embodies to me everything good about what it means to be a man. Please welcome Mateen Malawazada.
Go with this beautiful poster, so I'm going to hold it in front of me. Thank you, V, for organizing this amazing event. But here we are again. Thank you. I've been protesting in front of the UN since I was 17 years old. That's the first time when I was in India as a refugee, and we thought our voices would be heard and we'll be back home in 6 months. But our words, as usual, fell into deaf ears. I've lost my confidence in governments. I've lost my confidence in organizations that are big, in billion, trillion dollars. The only hope we have now is people, and people like us that can voice ourselves together. To the people. That's the only way to the future. I believe in people. I believe in our collective voices as humans, powered by love for humanity and human decency. A little aha moment for me and what my background is. I'm one of those lucky Afghan men that grew up with 6 sisters in a family of mostly women. They were kind of absent of men in my family. So I got very lucky. As boys, we are conditioned and raised to fight for our sisters and for their honor. What we are never taught is how to truly support them, support their ambitions, support their dreams, and dare I say, support their human desires. This is something not just for Afghanistan, it's everywhere. I see it in every single society that I've traveled in. In college, I was very protective of my younger sister, Fariba. She and I had many fights because I never trusted men around her. One day that became a light bulb in my head was that I was getting coffee for us and a guy was trying to pick her up at the cafe. So as soon as I got the coffees, I rushed back to her rescue and I was ready to fight and punch. And I heard her how she fended off his advances so skillfully and so gently that I was literally at awe. And ever since that day, I've been living with that realization that our sisters, our mothers, they do not need our protection. They can protect themselves. They need our trust in them, and they need our trust in their decision making. I don't know if I can go on with this, but take your time. It's a great honor for me to speak at this rally. V told me that it was important to have a supportive man's voice. But as an Afghan man, all I can say is that I'm sorry. We have failed you. We have failed our women. As Afghan men, we grow up with the notion that our mothers and our sisters are our honors. And they need protection from us at all costs. With this notion, decades of wars, rapes, and now this imported Wahhabi cult that they call Islam, we have not only failed to protect them, but we have managed to suffocate them. This reality, this fight is not just for Afghan women. It's not just for Afghanistan. It is for humanity and human rights around the globe. The Taliban are raised in Pakistan with Gulf states in Saudi backing, and don't even get me started with the American war machine and the privatization of creating wealth on war and on killings. They're raised in Pakistan with money that comes from foreign places for one reason and one reason only, to bring Wahhabism into the rest of the world. Taliban, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, whatever the news calls them today, they're all the same. They're all at war with everything and everyone that stands for freedom. The only thing they're interested is their own ideology and their own cult. And I do call them cult because it's not a religion. I've never seen this religion before in any parts of the world that is Muslim. It's now clear that this cult is nothing more than fascism. They will stop, not in Afghanistan. They want the world. They want the world to be just like them. They have hijacked my Afghan identity and our Afghan identity. They have hijacked our religion.
Yeah.
Afghanistan, we are Muslims, but we are also Sufis. We pray with music. We pray with poetry. We do not submit to dogmas. So, with them hijacking our identity and our country, rest assured that they're not going to stop in Afghanistan. They will go beyond the Afghan borders. They will want the world. That is their complete agenda. And don't for a minute think that they will not succeed if we stay quiet and if we support them in any way. My friends, as an Afghan man, I have a vision that Afghanistan will be ruled by women and men equally. That we all get to prosper without the corrupt forces, all the selfish men that put their own needs and their financial gain before the well-being of an entire nation. Perhaps that's when we wake up from this nightmare and start building a country that we hope to have. We just have to respect and trust and involve the half of our population, the half that generously gave us life, the half that is generously willing to give us their lives. Martin Luther King Jr. quoted the Old Testament's prophet Amos, who said, "But let the justice roll down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream." In Dari, one of our languages in Afghanistan, we have a proverb that says, "Qatra qatra darya misha." The meaning of this is, drop by drop, a river is made. As a global community, we join together to use our voices, our resources, and our collective power to make a difference in the lives of millions of innocent Afghans. Drop by drop, in solidarity with the people of Afghanistan, the river of justice must flow. You and I are the drops that make the river. Let's use our individual and our collective powers. Let us fight for justice. Not just for the women and the people of Afghanistan, but for the future generations around the world, so they can live free without fear from persecution and oppression. Thank you so much.